Aging and longevity. This is one of the topics that Gero present today on stage in MedTech World Singapore 2025. I am with Maxim, who is representing this company, and today we're going to play a nice myth and busters activity
Okay,
around aging and longevity. Thank you very much for being
super.
with us today.
Thank you for having me
Are
here.
you ready?
Sure.
Let's start. So, dynamics. I'm gonna tell you the myth, and then you will tell me if it's true or if it's fiction
Okay.
and why.
Okay, cool.
So we go for the first one. AI can really contribute to drug discovery. It's just hype.
Yeah, I believe this is myth. This is not true. For example, we had the access to 100 million electronic medical records, and we literally could do nothing without the machine learning and AI. So there are companies that having already drugs developed with the use of AI in a clinical trials. So it definitely helps a lot. For example, we built the model which predicts several years of electronic medical records, actually several years of the health. And like Google accomplishes the sentence when you write Gmail, our model accomplishes your electronic medical record. So it's huge development, actually enabler for company like ours to make drug discovery more efficient, more fast, and more precise.
Indeed. Okay, we go for the next one, which is longevity science is only about living longer but not healthier.
It's not true. We are for healthy longevity. And for example, we switched from traditional pharmaceutical business to longevity drug discovery once we learned about naked mole rats. Naked mole rats are funny animals from Somalia, where our probability of dying doubles every 8 years. For humans, for them, it's not the case. It's flat, meaning that in this term, they are not aging. They are always young. They are always young and healthy. As a young person, also having some risks of stroke, of cancer, they also have these risks, but these risks are very low and they are not increasing with the age. So this type longevity that we are going for is about keeping people young and healthy as long as possible. It doesn't work like the other way. Of course, for people who are already sick and old, we believe that partial rejuvenation is possible, like having 10, 15 years of rejuvenation, like to reduce biological age of these people 10, 15 years and stop aging after that. This is the future where we are heading to. And we believe it's possible because nature shows us these examples of these negligibly senescent animals. This is politically correct definition at the moment. They just don't age in this term. And this inspires us a lot that we can make this type of longevity for humans, the healthy longevity.
Indeed. Perfect. We go for the next one, which is only billionaires will benefit from anti-aging innovations.
Yeah, I believe it is not true because we saw many times when technologies arrived. For example, you don't remember it maybe because you're too young, but the mobile phones, the smartphones were something that only rich guys could afford. Now, students, schoolboys can have couple of them. It's everywhere because patents work in every particular country. Like across the corner, it doesn't work. If you have patent in Singapore, it doesn't work in Malaysia. So, and the patents are only 20 years old. You have 20 years of protection. So even if this solution will be super expensive, the protection, the monopoly will be limited by countries and by 20 years of the patent life. But in fact, I believe the therapies against aging will be free for people as COVID vaccines. I know it's controversial topic in many ways, but I believe that once these kind of therapies will be proven, the governments will be super interested to keep people healthy and young as long as possible, to keep them productive, to keep them to preserve their education, their skills, their understanding of life as long as possible. The cynical way to say about it, like to keep these awesome taxpayers healthy, productive for as long as possible.
Indeed.
But it's like it's a good price to pay to stay young and healthy. So I believe there will be choice for people from the government. Either you are taking the therapies against aging and putting under the control your health risks, you are a responsible citizen and you live very long, very productive, very young life. Or if you want the old good cancer and Alzheimer's and dozen of people taking care of you, you should pay something extra because
Indeed.
like it's your choice.
Investment.
Yeah, your investment. So this is why I believe it will be for many, many people, for billions of people, hopefully for all people.
Indeed. And last but not least, about the company. What is the stage of the company? What are your ambitions at the moment? And what did you take from this event today?
Our company applied physics to model biology. We made several breakthroughs in understanding aging, about what we can and what we cannot do with aging. We think that physics allows us to stop aging, and this is our mission, to stop aging in humans. And nature shows us examples of aging in different animals goes differently. These naked mole rats, roughly 1/3 of all bats, which are also mammals, bowhead whales, some sharks, some turtles, lobsters, very different creatures across the evolutionary tree somehow naturally switched off aging. We see that evolutionary humans are already on the way to stop aging. We live already roughly 3 times longer than apes of our size. Something already happening with us. If we just sit and wait for a couple of million of years, it will happen naturally, but we think we can expedite that, and the narrative now is are we the first generations living that will turn off the aging and will live very, very long, or the last generation to die from aging, which is quite stupid, I believe, because technologically we are there. It is a matter of values in the society. It's a matter of like will to do that. It's not just yet another like business plan. It's about you. It's about your family. It's about like billions of people living now and having chance to get rid of the suffering that aging brings to us. So I hope that currently living generations will understand that and make many different things. For example, aging is not recognized as disease yet. It was a huge debates about obesity because there were discussions that obesity is a life choice, why should we treat it as a disease? But now obesity is recognized as a disease, and bingo, we have Ozempic, we have many other ways to transform people's life. The same with the aging. It's just like how society sees it. If society sees it as normal, we will wait for decades until these therapies will come. Because if society thinks, regulators thinks it's not a disease, payers don't want to pay for that. It's the whole obstacles that we should get rid of. But if we get rid of it, we will see the beautiful future. The biggest question about the future: are we in this future or not? So this is it. And conference is amazing. I met many super interesting people, very responsive to this idea. And Singapore is a synonym of longevity, having one of the highest life expectancies. Singapore understands the need to tackle on aging.
Indeed. Well, this is Gero at MedTech World Singapore 2025. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you.
Thank you.